work again tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Someone just let me in.
Ollie Brown.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, buddy?
if I want someone to check it out, do I need a different link to get them? Because Terry was gonna watch it on my computer here.
Yeah, I mean, all you got to do is go to my Facebook page. It's broadcasting on my page.
Oh,
Okay, I can do that.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, go to my page.
Okay.
Okay, you want to do it on your phone or you want it on your phone?
Yeah, you can do it on your phone.
You rather do it on your phone? Okay, tell Bianca that's what.
Is it just the shins?
Hey, Kate Strap, you better get your. We might not be able
I
to.
don't know.
If it's not right, if it's not set up. Ali.
6 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, can you hear this bass?
Hey, Corney.
Yeah.
Play it with a less vibe. I want to see if I'm hearing distortion. Keep playing. Okay, give me more volume. See if you can give me more volume. That's clean. That's clean.
That's cool. That's all it is. That's all I need.
That's
good.
Clean.
Good. All right, Ali. It's 5:57. So I'm good. We're on. We're good.
We're good?
Okay, we're good. So I'm oh yeah. Pull that thing up, man. There you go. I love it.
You know I'm ready.
I know you're ready, you know, and they told you if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. There it is. I love it. Yeah, keep that right there.
I got it.
Okay, man. So I got to get set up for my intro, okay?
Cool, man.
All right, bro. All right, man. Just post up. We'll be up in a minute.
No problem.
All right, bro. All right, man. Good. All right, y'all. Here it comes. Y'all there? It's 6 o'clock. It's about that time. All right, 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 all right. Hey, who we got in the house? The journey is now officially started. I'm your boy Corney Mims, and welcome to the Corney Mims journey. Part 1, the 80s. Hey, let me put a disclaimer out there right now, y'all. I got a whole lot going on in here, man, with this stream thing, I'm kind of like a one-man production crew, and I'm kind of new at this particular situation. So, there'll probably be a mishap here, there, just like you just saw in the intro. It's a whole lot of buttons to push, a whole lot of things to try to manipulate. And, y'all just bear with me and let's roll with this. Again, this is the Corney Mims journey. I'm your boy, Corney Mims. And it has been a 40-year run for me now. And it has been good. It has been bad. It's been up. It's been down. But it's been funky all the way through. And I just thank God for all of the opportunities that he's afforded me, all of the people that he's allowed me to collaborate with, to work with, to groove with, to funk with, to create with. It is, all in all, been an absolute blessing, man. And I wouldn't trade anything about the journey, So I also want to say thank you to everybody this week. I started promoting this thing out. And I mean, the response and the support throughout this week has just been, wow, way more than I ever would have thought possible. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that has just supported, It's been really, really like nothing I'd ever anticipate, So again, this journey, I've decided to break it up into 4 segments. I'm going to go decade by decade, We're going to be doing the 80s tonight because that's pretty much when it began for me. My professional career truly kicked in right at the very beginning of the 80s. And man, it was, it was something, So I want to introduce to you right now my co-host. I got a co-host here. I don't see him. Where you at, man? I don't see you on the feed. But I'm waiting for him to come on. This is also, I just want to let you know that we're living in a real crazy time right now. A lot going on with this COVID-19 thing. It's affected everybody, in a major way. And I got to say, I'm no exception. I came into this year with a major schedule of work, and it was going to be a good looking year. I was very optimistic about it. But boy, this COVID-19 has knocked my thing all the way out the box like it has done many others. I know it. So it's just kind of like, we're all kind of doing what we got to do to survive now, So I'm asking, you see scrolling across the screen, I'm trying to do this for, a little help from my friends, for lack of a better term, So that information right there, if, you feel led, if you feel blessed, if you, to contribute, that's the information right there. This is the Corney Mims journey. I'm looking for my co-host, and I don't see him. And again, like I said, y'all, this is episode number 1, trial and error. So we're trying to just get it up and running. And I'm also trying to give people time to get on into the feed. Let's see. We look like we got a few people in already, and quite a few reactions, and I appreciate that. So let me tell you, y'all, what I'm going to be doing throughout the course of this this stream and this whole journey is I'm going to work chronologically down the line of each decade. And as I go, I'm going to be, spotlighting certain projects, spotlighting certain songs that I had the opportunity to be involved in, and bringing on some special people as well. So we are going to it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a trip. All right. I see you, brother. I see you, Kip. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm looking for my co-host, though. Where is he at, man? Hold up, y'all. Is he there? Oh, there he is. I see y'all. Okay, see, I'm learning this thing. Hey, you guys, do me a favor. I want to bring on a brother right now. He is my I like to refer to him as my brusin. He's my cousin, but he's also my little brother, man. Awesome brother. He's super talented. He's a funny brother. He's like my little brother, man. He's a great dude. Y'all do me a favor and make some noise as I bring into the feed my man, Trappuccino.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Corney Mims. What's up,
baby?
big bro? What's happening,
up,
man?
Hey, you hear your applause? They love you out there, man. They love you out there.
Hey,
give it
what's up, everybody? What's up, world? Let's go. Let's go. It's an amazing time.
Man, are you ready, man? What wow. How you feel,
man?
Today, bro?
Man, I'm fabulous. I'm blessed. I'm good and getting better all the time. And
I hear you say it all the time, man.
All the time, man. I'm honored to be here with you. I'm gracious to be in the presence of such greatness, and I'm just glad that God kept us to this point to be able to bring the people on the journey, man. This is gonna be an awesome experience for everybody that's tuned in, and we just so appreciative, man. Thank y'all for taking the time out.
Absolutely.
Real talk. You're gonna love every minute of it, and it's only gonna get better, trust me.
Yeah, let's get it in, man. Trappuccino now.
Yes.
Yeah,
you
man.
did.
The one and only.
Yeah, the one and only. You feel me? Pinky in the air. Everybody take a sip.
So, man, what you want to say, man? What you want to ask me, man? What's on your mind?
Well, I mean, I really just want to get down to the meat of it. It's so much I want to ask you, but to kick this thing off, where did it all get started, man? Where did this journey begin for you?
Where did the journey begin? Where did
it all begin, man?
Yeah, man, it began early in my life. What my mother recognized early in me was this boy is he understands music. Early on, we always had a piano in the house, and I would go to the piano, pick out little songs and stuff, at about age 5, 6, and my mother recognized it. She's like, that boy is actually playing. I didn't know what I was doing.
Wow, that early.
Yeah, early on, man. So, and all the while, I grew up in Gardena, California. Gardena, say it with me. Gardena. I'm a
Gardena.
Gardena. I'm a proud Mohican, class of 79.
That's right.
I want to shout out all my 79ers out there in the audience. 79, man. That's what it was, man. So, and it was good, man. It was good, man. It was amazing. As I came up, there was a lot of talent in Gardena in those mid 70s, early 70s, So I was around greatness early, man. We were kids, I'm talking about junior high school, but we were actually, man, pretty ready by 15, 16. A great majority of us, you've got so many kids that came out of Gardena High School. You got myself, you got Kipper Jones, you got the great Paul Jackson Jr., Kevin O'Neill, James Reese, James
Man.
Allen, Tim Pope. I mean, there is a cavalcade of talent right out of Gardena, man, you know, and I was surrounded by greatness, and, you know, we kind of sharpened each other. It was like that iron sharpens iron thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So if somebody, Ronald Jerry, you know, if you had a kid that was dope and you saw that kid, you was going to try to be as, you know, dope like that kid or doper. And it was just a great synergy in Gardena, man, at that time, you know. And what another beautiful aspect of it is, we were kids in high school getting it in, and we still get it in today. I still work with a lot of those guys that I grew up with, you know, and I'm still working with them to this day, you know, 40 plus years later.
So this is like a petri dish of funk that you were just cultivated in. The city of Gardena was just chock full of talent, and y'all was able to come together like a gladiator school, so to speak, and just kind of
pretty much
express yourself.
Pretty much, man. That's what it was, man. You know, we just you know, we were working hard. We, you know, we were serious about it. You know, we were a bunch of youngsters that were very, very serious about it. You know, we took our crafts serious, and we practiced. We had bands. You know, I mean, we had some dope bands in high school. You know, and you know, it was all about the funk. You know, it was all about the funk. You know, it was all about. You know, that's kind of like what it was.
So tell me this, Corney. Like, I know you famous, you know, and your name is synonymous with the instrument that we call a bass. But was that the first instrument that you picked up? Was that the first instrument that you gravitated to?
You know what, man? No, man. You know, I started actually taking formal lessons on instruments in the 4th grade. I actually started off on trombone in the 4th grade, and then at the same time, my mother enrolled me in piano lessons. I started taking piano lessons at around age 9. And
Shout out Aunt Margaret.
Aunt Margaret, yeah, she got me into piano lessons. And see, Aunt Margaret, my mom, she don't know to this day how she blessed me by making me, you know, having me take piano lessons, because my piano knowledge saves my life all day, every day, even now. You know, the fact that I took those lessons on piano, you know, it just helps my whole career. It's helped me throughout my career. Just not only being a bass player, but having piano knowledge on top, you know, it really helped me. And the crazy thing about piano, you know, I liked piano, you know, I excelled at it. You know, I mean, I was into it. But at the same time, man, I was way off into sports too. You know.
Okay. So,
and the crazy.
What was your favorite sport growing up? Did you have a favorite?
Absolutely, man. I mean, I had it set in my mind. I was going to be a middle linebacker and play professional football.
Yes,
you know? Because you know,
that's right.
The thing was, see, I was the biggest kid in the class, the tallest kid. I was the biggest kid. I was fat, and you know, I was, you know,
you had some size on you.
I was a sizey 9-year-old. You know, I was a little sizey at 9. And but you know, it wasn't until I got to about the 8th, 9th grade when even the smallest kids back in the day started getting taller and bigger than me. You know, you know, my whole thing shut down about 8th grade.
So how did you incorporate learning music with your love of sports?
Well, you know, it was a fine line, you know. Like I'll give you a case in point, you know, like I couldn't really share with my homeboys that I was taking piano lessons, because, you know, it would have been viewed kind of punkish, kind of, you know. So
ain't that about something?
I used to go to my baseball practices after piano lessons, and I used to have to ditch my piano books kind of in the bushes, like off site. You know, I couldn't show up. I couldn't show up at the park with my piano books under my arm and my baseball mitt. You know, so it was a little bit of a quandary. You know, so it was a sensitive thing. You know, so that's how I did it. But man, you know, I took piano lessons from 9 to 13. you know, but I had this fateful scenario where my mother bought me and my sister Yorba tickets to go see the Jackson 5, right? And
Yeah.
I think I might have been I might have been 12 years old. And we went to the Fabulous Forum in Inglewood, caught the Jackson 5, and the thing was we were in the nosebleed seats, and so we had the binoculars.
Yeah.
What I'm doing is I'm scanning that front line, man, checking the Jackson 5 out, and you got little Michael up front getting it, doing his thing, right?
Yeah.
But now what happened with me, as I scanned that front line, the thing that I noticed that Michael didn't really stand out to me. Who stood out to me was Jermaine for some reason.
Big bro.
Yeah, Jermaine, man. It was for some reason Jermaine Jackson. I didn't even know what instrument he was playing at that time. But man, let me tell you, he just looked dope to me. He looked cool. Just the way he was bobbing, the way his whole little get down was. It just wasn't. But I mean, he was stepping. He was doing all the choreography. But he just had a thing about his presence.
Right.
So I had to later find out, that he was playing the bass. I found out later after the concert that he was the bass player. And I made a decision at that point, man. Put it this way. I started working on my dad at that point. It was right at that point I had to start working on dad.
Uncle Charles. Uncle Charles.
Hey, man. I had to start working.
I need that.
Yeah, I need that, man. That big thing. And see, my father was like, man, look, you already got an entire music store under your bed. Under your bed, you got a drum set, you got an accordion, you got an acoustic guitar, you got saxophones and trombones, and
what else do you need, son?
In other words,
you don't need nothing else.
I'm not fixing to buy no bass. You need to go up under that bed and master one of them instruments. One of them 30 instruments I've already bought you. So it really took about a year of me just kind of working on dad and trying to up my grades and be on top of my chores and all that stuff. And
right.
And dad surprised me one day. He came home from work and he called me into the house and he said, Cornelius, I need you to go in the car and get something else that he left in the car.
Yeah.
So he told me to go to his car and he gave me the key. I went to the car, opened the car up, and
in all its glory.
In all its glory, it was an amp and a bass guitar in the car.
An amp and a bass guitar.
My first bass, my first amp, I think.
Wow, man.
Yeah. So, I started off with that.
Hard work pays off.
Yeah, so that's how it all kind of unfolded for me. And I picked up the bass that day and I have not put it down since. That was 8th grade, 1974. So we talking about 46 years ago.
So you went into high school, you went into Gardena High playing the bass. You was already playing the bass. Oh
man, I was the man by the time I got to Gardena. Cause see, I'd been working out. I had been working out through junior high school. Me and Kevin O'Neill had linked up. Another major music presence out of Gardena. Me, my classmate. So Kevin was so advanced for his age musically, and he was my boy.
Yeah.
And another buddy of mine, Monty Seward out of Compton. Me and Kevin and Monty Seward used to get together, and these kids were super talents, and I was with them. So and I was playing bass. So I just kind of honed it. I was honing it. It's a nonstop. I'm still honing it today. 46.
Are you still like refining your craft present day?
Man, I'm still alive. So I'm still alive. Yeah. And with that being said, I'll always be honing it. I'll never be too good. I'll never know everything. That's the way.
That's amazing.
That's the way I look at it, man. So, I got going in the junior high school. Then that fateful summer of 1976. This is the summer school before 10th grade.
Okay.
And
okay.
Back in the day, we used to start high school in the 10th grade, not the 9th. You know, that's still
Yeah,
weird.
that format just messed me up. I started high school in the ninth grade. Y'all didn't get to high school to the 10th.
Yeah, see, ninth grade high school don't make sense to me even to this day. You know, even to
Yeah,
this day, it don't make sense. But anyway, an amazing situation that happened once I got to Gardena High School, and we had a little band, a summer school band summit type of thing where the marching band started working out in the summers before the school year started.
okay.
And our music teacher was a brother named Mr. Hoskins, and he was a transplant. He came over from Horace Mann Junior High School. You know, he was teaching over there. And what happened was when he came to Gardena, it was all the kids in his music program that were going into high school. A lot of them said, "Man, to hell with this. We going to Gardena with Mr. Hoskins."
Yeah.
So you got a bunch of transfers out of LA. And that's where I came to meet brothers like Kipper Jones, Daryl Taylor, Ronald Jerry. You know, there was some dope dudes, but now the relationship out of that has stuck to this day is my boy Kipper Jones. You know,
Kip.
You know, me.
That's
Kipper,
right. It's my guy.
Me and Kipper are thick as thieves right now, and you know, it has just been. He's my brother. You know, he is my brother, man.
For him to be your constituent, you know, and I know Kipper, that's my big brother as well. He's an awesome talent. Just the people that you were surrounded with, but not just that you play with, but that you call friends, that you call brothers, is a testament to you know just how funky of a dude you really is, man.
Well, you know, birds of a feather, man. Birds of a feather, you know.
So when did you graduate from Gardena?
Man, I told you, man, class of 79, baby. Come on. All my 79ers out there. I need y'all to make some noise right here, right now, for the class of 79 in high school. Yeah, that was a good year.
Class of 79.
That was a good year, bro.
So transitioning out of high school, right? You graduate from high school. What's life like for a young Corney Mims fresh out of high school with all of this skill?
Well, by this time, I had met and befriended a few cats now that are still my brothers to this day. You got my boy, you got like my boy Rex Salas. Rex Salas is a brother of mine. He was a Carson boy, you know, but Rex and I connected. I think Rex might have been in the ninth grade. I was in the 10th grade. His dad used to bring him to rehearsal. You know, my father used to take me over to his house, you know, but Rex and I, we linked up, you know, early. The Oregon brothers, Derek and Thomas Oregon, and Joe Parson. So by this time, we had a band, you know, that we had been working out all through high school, you know, honing it, getting doper and doper as the days go by, you know. And we were on a mission, you know. We were like this, you know. We had forged a real brotherhood, and we were just simply an outrageous young band at that time.
Yeah.
So once I graduated from high school, you know, we were about gigging as a band. We were trying to get it in. We were trying to, you know, we were going for it. You know, we were chasing that dream. You know.
So y'all hustling, y'all in the streets, y'all trying to knock down doors. You gigging as much as possible.
And get in there. Just get in, man. Anywhere we could play, make a little money, but you know, just get in there and, you know, as a band, you know, because you know we had been working for a couple, 2-3 years at this time, so we were, you know, not only musically cohesive, but you know, our lives were intertwined, you know, so it was a daily thing, you know. So bottom line is, man, you know, we went forward. The band went through a transition. We were called Seventh Heaven at a point in time. So Seventh Heaven disbanded, and then we reconvened a certain portion of Seventh Heaven, and we changed the name of that band. That band became a group called Tees.
Yeah.
You know? Tees.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, buddy.
And
well, I was such a huge Tees fan, man. Oh my God. I had to. I don't know what material it was, but it was so fly. It was so Man, it was impeccable. That jacket, that
Oh man,
tees jacket, man,
come on, man.
with the glasses on the back.
Man,
You
what do
know
you
what,
know about that,
man?
man?
Come on, man.
You wasn't, but you couldn't have been more than 5 years old when we
Man,
had.
I was
Now let
man,
me
I
tell
was
you.
knee high to a squirrel, man. But I remember that vivid like it was yesterday.
Well, you got it right, man. It was what color was it? What color was the jacket?
Wait, come again?
I said, what color was the jacket?
Man, that thing was so pimping. That thing was like it was gold, man. It was like solid gold, brother. It was like
Yeah,
I was walking around with a solid gold jacket on. That it wasn't nothing
you
like that
got it.
ever seen on earth, bruh.
There you go. You got it, man.
With the
That's it.
black collar around the top. I didn't want
Oh,
to go
come on.
nowhere without that jacket. I was
Come
trying to go
on.
to church in that jacket. I was trying to go to school in that jacket. I can't look. I'm in the band.
Yeah.
I'm in the band. I'm a part of
Honorary,
T's.
honorary
Yeah,
member. Honorary member.
honorary.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got it right. You got it
exactly.
right, Pat. You got it right, Trap. That was it.
Man,
You know. So
man, that jacket. I rock that jacket today.
yeah, so so that's what it was, man. Once we got out of high school, it was all about that. But then again, we were starting to get launched, launched into the scene as recording session musicians. We started getting calls to
Okay.
do recording sessions, and that got to be a thing.
Okay.
We were recording, and even our band Tees, we were recording, doing our own demos and making, writing songs, and that's when we really started writing, putting songs together, and we started recording. So that became the thing as well. We started getting into the whole recording aspect of the game.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
let's see, but so after that, that's what it became, and I started doing recording sessions. I started getting brought into the recording session situation, and I ended up
So
getting.
so
I ended,
tell us about like one of the first big acts that you got involved with. Like
I tell,
fresh out of high school, y'all gigging, you running around, you doing your thing. And what's one of the first recording sessions you was pulled into where you was just like, man?
well, let me talk about. Let me just move on to the first major project that I was involved in.
Okay.
This would be a couple of years out of high school, 1981 now, and I ended up getting connected up with a producer by the name of Freddie Perrin. Perrin. Yeah, man. I ended up connecting up with Freddie Perrin, man. And Freddie Perrin was major. He had done, Saturday Night Fever, I Will Survive on Gloria Gaynor. I mean, he went all the way
Gloria Gaynor.
Yeah, he went all the way back to Motown and the Jackson 5, and he was a staff producer with Motown. So this brother had already had an illustrious run, and so I kind of caught him. Really, I got pulled into him. I was introduced to him, and he took me on as his bass player, and that was the start of some very, very major, major projects. My first major projects, and it would even be the first time I heard myself on the radio. In 1981, it was really, really, surreal to be, to be at that point. And I'd like to let you know. I'd like to let you and the people know who that project and who that artist was. You want to know?
Man. Yeah, bro. Put us up on game, man. Let us know who this artist or who this group was, man. I'm curious.
Okay, check this out.
Yeah.
Reunited and it feels so good. Reunited.
What you know about that track?
Understood. There's one perfect fit.
This one perfect fit. This one is it.
So excited.
Both are so excited because we're reunited. Hey.
Hey, what you know about that, man?
Yes, brother.
Yes.
Oh my God, man! I know they're going crazy out there.
Oh,
Reunited,
baby. Peaches and Herb, baby.
Oh man,
Yeah.
That's you.
Wait, hold on, Trap.
Well, no, man. Dude, I can't believe it. That's you on that right there.
No, That's not me. No,
come on, man.
That's not me. But
come on, man, quit playing with us, bro.
I'll tell you what. Peaches and Herb was the first act that I ever recorded with, and it was Peaches and Herb. I just wanted to give you guys something a little familiar. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the first. I'm going to play the first song that I actually recorded with them. Give me a second here. Like I say, y'all, the technical aspect of this is kind of challenging for me. This is my first time doing this. But now I'm going to go here. Y'all bear with me, okay? Okay, y'all, this is Peaches and Herb. My very first major recording session on, first time hearing myself on the radio. Here it comes.
Let's go.
All right.
Yo, that's the business, man.
Hang on, y'all. Here it comes.
Peaches and Herb. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, they got funk in them too.
We're on the freeway to love, and it's slowly gonna let us. We'll keep getting up, like on a speedway. Two happy hearts moving in the fast lane. That'll feel the start. You got my motor running, baby, and you're really starting something.
Girl, I've got the power. I'm going on hour after hour.
Boy, I'm possessed by your love and your tenderness. It's driving me insane.
I used to feel that my life was all uphill, but it's straight ahead again on the freeway.
We're on the freeway to love, and if smoking don't get us, we'll keep getting up, like on a speedway, cruising along.
Can you dig a little music?
Baby, you're my song.
Don't worry, baby, I won't run out of gas. I got 2 arms full of love. All you gotta do is ask.
I wanna know, are you reading all the signs? Do you know where you're going and what you're trying to find?
Well, I'm trying to find a way closer to your heart. Don't lose me, baby.
There's no turning back, boy, you're on the right track. Keep moving on. Freeway. I'm on that freeway to love. Freeway. It's no gonna get us, we'll keep getting up. Freeway. Moving in the fast lane, got a real good start. Freeway.
Keep on rolling, rolling on.
Hey.
Hey.
So.
All right.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, so
So
so this is your first. I mean, tell us about this groove right here, man. That was so funky right there, bruh.
yeah, man. It was a different little look for Peaches and Herb. Because
Yeah.
but Peaches and Herb had some funky stuff back in the late '80s, I mean late '70s. I mean, they had Shaky Groove thing, but that was, like I say, Freddie Perrin, he was on a real roll, and man, and it was such an amazing opportunity for me working for Freddie because he was doing so many different artists at the time, man. He produced, we did Peaches and Herb, we did a group called Tavares. You remember Penny for Your Thoughts, Nickel for Your Kiss?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so that's all Freddie Perrin. So I worked on Tavares. I worked on another Gloria Gaynor project with him. We did we did a lot of things over the next 2-3 years. Oh, he had a studio out in Studio City called Moms and Pops Company Store. So Freddie Perrin, man,
Okay.
it was a very, very fruitful run for me. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, very, very fruitful run. And but now of all of the artists that I worked with, man, excuse me, there was a group that I was such a fan of in the '70s. I mean, they molded us, they molded everybody, R&B legends in the '70s. And this band came through Freddie Perrin. And when I realized I was working with these cats, I was really, really amazed. I'm gonna play this for you guys. Okay, check this out. Check this out. This is awesome.
Well, hello there. It's been a long, long time. How am I doing? Oh, I guess I'm doing fine. It's been so long now, but it seems like it was only yesterday. Ain't it funny? It's so funny how time can slip right on away. How's your new love? Oh, I hope he's doing fine. I heard you told him that you were gonna love him till the end of time. Oh, that's the same thing that you told me. It seems like just the other day. Ain't it funny? It's so funny how time can just slip right on away. I gotta go now. Oh, I guess I'll see you somewhere around. But you never can tell, you never can tell, you never can tell when I will be back in town. Oh, please remember what I told you. In time, you're gonna pay. Ain't it funny?
It's so funny how time
The Spinners, man. Come on, y'all, give it.
Sounds so beautiful, don't you agree?
Sounds so beautiful, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. So here we go. You know, y'all bear with me. I'm still figuring this whole thing out. Let me pull that out of the mix. And all right, you know, yeah, the Spinners, man, that was just unbelievable to me, man. You know, we grew up on the Spinners. You know, that was junior high school. That was, you know, come on, man. Could it be I'm falling in love? You know, it takes a fool to learn to love nobody. You know,
right.
Oh man, so many classics, man. So just to have that opportunity, you know, I did the whole album. You know, we that's how we did it. We with Freddie Perrin, he did the whole album. So that's what that
wait,
was.
So
he wasn't doing one song.
So tell me this: was it just you? Was it just you, or was it you and the band members?
Oh yeah,
together.
Yeah, no,
was it you and Tease together?
No. The Tease guys wasn't involved in this, but now actually, Kipper was involved on the Peaches and Herb. Because now Kipper was Kipper was one who gave me a ride to the studio that day. Kipper, I would have never got that Peaches and Herb job done if it weren't for Kipper, because I didn't have no wheels. You know, I didn't have no wheels.
Right.
And Kipper was my boy.
Man, thank God for the homies with the whip, man.
With the whip, you know, somebody got to have a whip. So Kipper got me to the studio.
Exactly.
You know, so
Kip got the whip.
Kip with the whip, baby. You know, and and like I say, but the thing was, through all of this, you know, through this Freddie Perrin period, you know, I was still with my boys. You know, I was still with the Tease guys. You know, we were still getting it in. You know, but now, like I say, now we are out of high school, so we're grown men now. So, you know, we got to make ends meet. So we got to get out there and do what we got to do too. You know. So, but now again, you know, I want to go back to my brothers, you know, Tease, you know, that was like where all of my foundation, not some of my foundation, I would say the overwhelming majority of my musical foundation was built as a member of Tease. You know, that's when I knew, put it this way, by way of Tease, that's when I knew I was dope. I knew I had them. Oh, what you got there, bro?
These do.
Yeah.
Look, I had to get my screensaver right. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You show the people.
Yeah, those dudes. That's right.
Tease, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the jacket you was talking about.
That's the jacket I'm talking about, man. Y'all, oh my God. Y'all see this?
Yeah. And so
I gotta give me his other jacket, bro.
Check it out, Trap.
And yeah, tell us about it, man.
So, like, what I'd like to do right now is, without further ado, man, you know, like I say, I love these cats, man. These are my brothers and forever my brothers. I'd like to bring into the room none other than Mr. Kipper Jones. Yeah.
Where's my Oh, here you go.
Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones. Hi.
What's happening, brother?
My own
Kip with the whip.
Here. Hold on.
Oh yeah. I got an audience too over here. Hey, what's that you got in your hand, man?
Listen, Trap, it's all your fault. Look what I got.
Oh yeah, that's it. He got the jacket. What? Oh my God, check it out, y'all. Oh my, is that an original jacket, Kip?
Let me tell you how original this is. This is my grandfather's jacket.
Oh yeah, man, that's great.
This is the one we bought from my grandfather. Yes, sir.
Your grandfather had one, huh?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, that's a classic.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, right. Had to come out to stun us for that one.
Yeah, and check it out. I ain't done, man. I got brothers out here, man. I got brothers. Brothers in the room. Without further ado, man, I want to add another cat to the situation. Watch this, Kip. Watch this. Bam!
Rex,
What's up, young man?
What up, boy?
welcome, Rex.
How you guys doing?
A round of applause, man. Get your own in.
Oh yeah, give it up, Rex Salas, y'all. Sexy Rexy. What's up, brother? Yes, yes, yes.
Woo!
Come on now.
You've always been the shy one, so you know.
Yeah. All right, check. Yeah, the shy one. Yeah, right. Hey, but you know what? You always were referred to as, you always made out like you were the shy one. But why do you have all them girls in? You're so shy. You know, you had no problem pushing up.
Shy wins.
You're shy. Yeah, that's the ones you got to watch. Is the shy ones. Rex Salas, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, Corny.
Man, I love you, man. I'm gonna take this opportunity. I want to take this opportunity to tell both of you brothers, man. You know, we're living in some crazy times right now, and check this out. You know, we ain't 14 and 15 no more.
That's right.
That part. No. And with that being said, man, I'm telling both of y'all, man. But y'all already know I love you. But I want you to hear it from my mouth today. I want you to hear from my mouth today. I love Kipper Jones and Rex Salas, man. Please.
Absolutely.
You know?
Love you back, man.
Love you,
man. Love you, man. Hey, man. So this is the Corney Mims journey. And y'all know that y'all are so majorly wedged into my journey. Come on, I wouldn't have a journey if it weren't for the two of you. You know? Come on, man.
My journey. It would have been different, but you'd have had a journey.
You think I'd have a journey? I mean, you know what? But the journey that I would have had without y'all, I don't think I would have wanted. I really don't. Honestly. Man, I like what we did. I like what we had. I like what we shared. I like the dopeness that we got a chance to, share. You know, and I love the dopeness that we share today. You know, the history that we've been able to establish. You know, because you know they still talking about us. Ain't they, Rex?
Who these guys?
Oh, look at there.
Who's these guys?
Check that out. Yeah, Trap. Those brothers right there.
Young player.
Young players. Look at Derek back there looking so sexy. Look at Derek looking sexy back there. And Joe Parson just a superstar.
Sexy.
What a superstar Joe Parson was.
Joe Parson is a superstar. Hey Rex, I was telling Cornelius, I have something I'm about to unleash on the world soon, but it's some video footage of us in 1983.
83.
Playboy Club.
What?
1983.
That's a rare find.
It's a very rare find. And your brother Bill is all in the footage. So
oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. I mean, I even saw my father in the footage.
Oh my goodness! But I tell you, man, that Joe Parson, superstar. Total superstar.
I mean, like I was telling Rex about it too. And see, I only saw just a little bit before the sound went out. But just looking at it, man, we look dope as hell.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we look like we killing. I just can't wait to hear it.
I want to say
no
something.
Doubt.
I was listening to you earlier, and I remember hanging out with you at some of those moms and pops sessions.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we all went through there. You know,
it was just great because it was it really inspired me. And I have to admit, Corney and Kipper are probably I would probably be doing nothing right now if it weren't for these two right there.
Oh, come on, Rex.
You guys. I mean, I was the lone guy at Carson, Gardena, and until Kipper came down to Carson, opened up the whole nother world. And Corney, you were little.
Yeah, Rex messed around and linked up with some Negroes. He messed around and linked up with some Negroes, and he ain't been the same since.
Mm-hmm. My dad said, "You want to be black? Now you're black."
Right. Hey, once you go black, you don't never go back.
Well, at least you did it the right way.
Oh, exactly. But yeah, man, it's been my journey would not be the journey that it has been, like I say, because it was once I got with y'all that it really came into form, and it started building. So now check this out. We started off in high school. We were all in high school. We did the Seventh Heaven thing. We were with Chester. We did all that we did with that, and that was great. And then we broke up. Then we put T's back together. It morphed into T's. T's went out. We messed around and got into a talent contest in 1981. And you know what? I thought we did very well the first concert, the prelim. I thought we smashed. But now the finals, I did not like us. I'll be honest. I didn't think we did that well. I didn't think personally. But I guess we were okay because we ended up winning that KA's Concerts in the Park. Much to my dismay and surprise. Right. We ended up winning that thing. And on that very day, hold up. On that very day, bam, that happened. Who is that, man?
Oh my God in heaven.
Ollie Brown.
Whoa.
What's that?
Whoa.
Ollie Brown.
What's that? What's that?
Man.
Whoa.
Hey, no.
Talk about a throwback.
Yeah. Hey, hang on 1 second. Can I get a moment of silence so I can do this?
There you go.
Okay. What you got, Ollie? What you got, man? Come on. Oh, that ain't what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Ollie.
I'll beat you to it.
Yeah.
Oh man, he got a jacket too?
Oh yeah.
He got a jacket too?
Hey,
man, it's like gold.
Man got the pockets on it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you had the super flight jacket.
It's gonna be on eBay on the
he got pockets.
You know who got a jacket?
Man, I want to throw that thing.
Ooh, Rex.
Paula Abdul has a jacket. I saw her in Russia.
Oh,
what? A T's jacket.
She has a T's jacket.
Oh, check that out. So check this out, y'all. Listen up. Like we ended up doing the KA's concert, and immediately after we won the concert, minutes after we won the concert, this tall, dark-skinned brother with long braids in his hair, he came up to us, and he didn't even ask us. He didn't even ask us if we wanted to. He just simply said, "Okay, check this out. I need you to come to my studio tomorrow at 12 noon. Here's the address. Be in my studio, 12 noon." And then he just bounced.
That was it.
Pretty much. So needless to say, we were at that studio, and that was a life-changing scenario for all of us. We ended up connecting with Ollie Brown, and then along with Ollie Brown was a Ray Parker alliance. Ollie and Ray, thick as thieves. They've been boys since they were childhood. So Ollie took us under his wing, nurtured us, got a first record deal, and man, it was exciting. It was exciting. Ollie, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, well, this is the deal, man. To be honest with you, I treated T's first class. They never was treated second. I didn't allow the record company to treat them like they were some kind of new kid. And everything we did was first class. If anybody from California knows, this stuff right here, this is from North Beach Leather. One of the best clothing store all entertainers went. They didn't have nothing slouchy. So this is how they was dressed in the beginning.
Album, no hit.
There was a superstar act already.
Everybody else was trying to sound like them. We won't call no names.
Yeah, man. But Ali was
Everything was fine until Kipper decided to cut his hair one day when the record company decided. I almost choked him.
He did. He was so bad. He was so bad.
Kipper cut his hair. I said, "No, Kipper, no."
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah, man. But check it out, man. Ali, you were a mentor to us, man. You know, I love the way you represented us, man. You know, you went in and fought. You know, that period where we did all the record company showcases. You know, that was classy, man. You know, you set up all those showcases. You know, with all those different labels, man. You know, to have somebody that would avail their resources to us like that. You know, a lot of young bands didn't have that, man. You know, and that was very, very awesome of you, man. You know, I'll never forget it, man. I'll never forget it. And I mean, those showcases, all the showcases at SIR. Yeah.
And the people that came out, wasn't just A&R. I mean, Clyde Davis came out to see you.
Yeah. Guys. Larkin Arnold came out. Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
Clyde Davis is.
Yeah. We showcased for all these.
Only the head people that can sign you.
Right.
Only the best.
Yeah.
I think that at the end of the day, man.
And they paid for the showcase.
They paid.
I said, hey, you want to see my group? You're going to have to pay.
Yeah.
You know,
at the end of the day, man, that's really what made the difference. I mean, between us and all the other bands, there were some great bands during that time.
Sure.
And they were all out there doing their thing, but Ali and his insistence that we be taken seriously by, like he said, by the heads of record companies, not by just some A&R person or some talent scout, but that's what made the difference, you know, in what eventually happened to us, and by the people that saw us, because even after Tease, after whatever else, I mean, we would still get calls, we would still get you know, solicited to do other projects by those same people, because they were like, oh, hey, listen, you know, when we met you, you were here. And so we're going to always treat you like that. My grandfather always said, how they meet you is how they treat you. And
exactly.
And the way that Ali brought us in the door, man, it really maintained a standard for the rest of our careers.
Sure.
You know, it really
absolutely.
did, you know.
Absolutely. Ali, man, we salute you, man. And
absolutely.
I want to let you know we appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
We love you, man. So now check this out.
They still my boys.
For life.
We can take it over today if we wanted to.
That's right. That's
right.
Right.
We can still take it over.
And so, guys, check this out. Let's go to some music now, real quick. All right. Let's go to a little music. Check this out. Single number 1.
Corney, did you get my text?
Yeah. I'm gonna hum along with it.
To show the best. The world with what's inside of your dress. Check it out, baby. Now how's about that dress? You got to love you, even like the dance. You have a chance. You have a chance. I could only get to your flash. To see what you do. Do for me to flash. To see what you do. You know you're really nice to have, but I'll have to put you with the rest. You can't. Yeah, baby. They must have been girls. Crazy. I bet right through. Let's see what you can do. What you gonna do for me now? Let's see what you can do. Okay, here we go. 1-1 at last. Now open up, come on.
Kipper, I got your text.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, so let me go back over here. Yeah, man. So that was an exciting time, man, right there. I will never forget once we released that first single, you know, and went out and, you know, we were doing our thing, man. You know, we had our first single out there, you know.
I remember being in the car with Derek had that little, I don't know, some kind of little hatchback. It was
Yeah, I remember the Mon. Yeah.
We were all piled into the car, remember? And the song came on the radio and we freaked out. But it was like, oh crap. Really it's like that out of body experience when you first hear yourself on the radio.
Exactly, man.
Kibby,
Exactly.
y'all was in LA? Y'all was in Los Angeles?
Oh,
Right
absolutely.
here.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, actually, we were in Inglewood.
Right.
Inglewood.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah. So man, Tease, you know, we did our thing, man. You know, we got that first record out. Time elapsed. We ended up coming off of RCA, you know, and then a couple of things happened, whereas Rex ended up leaving the band. And you know, because you know, now it's 83, it's 84, you know, we're moving in 85, you know, we are very much grown men at this time by this time. You know, so you know, some decisions had to be made. You know, I mean, hey, we still love each other. You know, we'll always love each other, but some decisions had to be made. You know, Rex, I absolutely understand how you know what you did, what you had to do. You know, you came out. Chucky Booker came in. I ended up departing from the band. You know, we had some dissension there, and I departed the band. And rest in peace, Jay Shanklin.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Jay Shanklin, man. But you know, it's like Chucky and Jay were the perfect people to transition in behind me and Rex because they were always with us anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know
And Joe left at that time too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Joe left at that time. So, you know, the Tease went on to do one more album, you know, with Chucky and Jay, rest in peace. I'm gonna play
actually.
Oh, 2 more albums. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that second one with M2
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that second record. But here's a song that me and Kipper wrote before I left the band. I'll forever love this joint. I think it's there's one of them things I was talking about.
Gremlins.
Yeah. But now this is from the second Tease album. This is a song that me and Kipper wrote. I love this thing. Check it out.
I hope someone gets this note in time, because I'd hate to leave here unannounced.
It's my life.
You better know it.
I remember this.
Yeah.
They'll try to stop me. It's my life.
My life.
I'm not an actor in a part. It's my life. So I'm gonna live it up. It's my life. I'm gonna live it up, babe. It's my life. Too much, too far, too soon. No love, no sense, no room. Standing on the ledge, looking down at the people below. working to my benefit. Cause the people don't know.
We just want to see a show.
So I'm gonna live it up. It's my life. I'm gonna live it up. Hey, it's my life. Live it up.
All right.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, man, that's the note. You know, I'll never forget when we wrote it. You
Yeah.
know,
You know, when I hear this stuff, I mean, I have to say, I mean, it sounds great, but the one thing that I think made all the material we ever did was the creativity. And a lot of people don't know, in the sense because Kipper was always the front man, and that's what made it special with Tees, because Kipper could perform like nobody else.
yeah,
He was the man. He was the identity.
yeah.
Tees, you know, Seventh Heaven.
Oh, yeah.
And Corney was basically the music man that put all the arrangements, music together. But you couldn't sleep on Kipper too, because Kipper's, the two of them together were the magic that made everything from the beginning. I mean, I was glad to take the journey with you guys.
Hey, man, thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for being in my life, man. My journey with
I learned a lot, and I was able to expand on it. But you know, if it weren't taking that direction, I mean, cutting that tune, I remember Kipper, you know, telling me what he wanted, and I was just putting those keyboards down with Chucky.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, the chemistry was amazing. And the same thing with Corney. You know, Corney, whenever you would do whatever, I mean, I was just blown away.
Just
even though we all grew up together, it was like, you know.
Always. Hey guys, check this out. We're gonna I'm gonna move on to another segment of the show, right? But man, listen, I love you cats, man. You know, and I'm alive and able to tell y'all, man. You know, and I want to thank y'all for being a part of my journey, man. And you're still a part. You know, it ain't like you guys used to be a part and you ain't no more. You know, you guys are still a part of my journey, man. But y'all check it out. This is Kipper Jones, and this is Rex Salas. I don't know where Ollie Brown went, but y'all, I'm gonna keep it pushing. All right,
man. Right. I just want to say this. 44 years are we now?
Yeah.
And which is like crazy and amazing, and we're still working together. I mean,
we're still working together right now.
Cornelius and I have a session tomorrow. So
yeah. We're going to the studio tomorrow.
You know,
so the journey continues.
And Rex, man, I love you. I miss you. We gotta do better about this keeping in touch thing. Yeah, man. Love you, Corney, man. Congratulations.
Hey, love you, man. Thank you so much, man.
Good show.
Congratulations for celebrating your journey. So,
yeah, man. And like I say, I'm celebrating y'all as well. Because you guys are the journey. Hey, y'all, give it up. Kipper Jones, Rex Salas.
All right.
Woo.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Trappuccino, where you at, man? All right, we're going to keep it pushing, y'all. It's the Corney Mims journey. Oh, okay, there you are. Trappuccino.
Bring me back in, pimp. Yeah, man, I just wanted to bow out for a second, man. Let the gentleman get their shine, you know?
Oh, no doubt, man. You know, I want to thank those brothers again. Okay, let's keep it pushing, man.
Yeah, so moving right along.
Yeah, moving right along, man. We still in the early 80s, man. You know, and again, like I say, you know, by this time we were doing recording sessions. We were getting into, you know, recording. And I'm looking for another guest I want to move to.
Oh, you got somebody else you gonna bring in?
Yeah. I want to do a little bit of quick. You know, I'm looking for this young lady now. You know, I want to keep it pushing. She was on the feed. Let's see, where did she go? You know, so again, you know, we were about doing recording sessions. You know, we were, you know, even Tees as a band, you know, I mean, we kind of did a project before we even did our first Tees album. And I want to go back to this project. There's an all girls group And I love these ladies, man. And they had some very, very big hits. And but they did a record before before they actually blew up. There was a record that they did, and we ended up playing on their record. And I'm gonna play a little bit of a song that we did. The group is called Climax, y'all. Climax, and this was a project that they did.
Okay.
This is the title cut of their project. It's called "Girls Will Be Girls," and let me go to it now. It goes a little something like this.
Climax, huh?
Oh yeah, check this out.
To show a girl good times. You know how you love your fellas. Won't keep me breathless, you can see. Girls will be girls. With makeup, nails, and fancy hair. You want to understand from fellas. Girls will be girls. Brand new dress. Thought I'd better impress. Hope it's worth my time. It's have to look for very best. Wanna look right. If he's something I wanna know. If he's wrong, if he's winning. Has he had success? If he's not some have to let a man think that he's catching while I make my cash. Feel like a man. I wonder if he'll take me to my door tonight. Take me to my door tonight. And if he wants to visit, will it be alright? You know how women are fellas. Want to be reckless, you can see. Girls will be girls. Girls will be girls. Girls and fancy hair. Want to understand how fellas. Girls will be girls.
All right, y'all. That's Climax. Girls Will Be Girls.
Girls Will Be Girls.
Yeah.
By Climax.
Yeah, and I'm trying
that's a legendary group, man.
Legendary group, man. They went on to do some big things. Meeting in the ladies' room. The men all pause, you know. I Miss You.
Absolutely.
You know, so that was a great project. And, you know, they were on the Solar record label. So there was so many other, you know, Solar had a great synergy. That was Howard Hewitt and Shalimar and the Whispers. Who else? I mean, they had an awesome roster. And we had the opportunity to just really link up with all the people that were on the Solar label. But now a real special relationship was made when I worked with Climax. I went on to work with one of the members of that band was a lady named Bernadette Cooper. Bernadette was kind of like the front person. She was like the hype person. She was like the one, you know, don't slap me because I'm not in the mood, you know. She was like the, you know, the hype. And what me and Bernadette ended up doing, moving on to 1987, I'm going to scoot on along. We ended up doing a project by a group called Madam X. It was Bernadette's project, but she called me in to kind of do some arrangements and some associate production with her. And it was really, 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 we had success. This would be the project I got my very, very first high chart topping song as a writer. Now Bernadette and I collaborated on this project, and they needed one more song. So Bernadette said, Corney, bring me a track and I'll write lyrics. We'll put it on the album. And the song blew up. You know, Trap, this is my first. Okay. I'm looking at Billboard and I'm seeing my song, man, racing up the charts. You know,
like you got a song on the Billboard chart.
I got a song that I co-wrote, and it's blown up. So it was 1987 was the first time I experienced that, and it was me and Bernadette Cooper from Climax, and the song goes a little something like this. I'm gonna play a little something for you guys. Check this out.
Yeah, throw that on for us. Let's get a little taste of that, man.
Yeah, and it's a weird song too, man. I couldn't believe it blew up. I couldn't believe it blew up. It was crazy.
Bro, you was working with the cream of the crop from the time you jumped off the porch.
Yeah, it was crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Check this out. Hey.
Every woman has her own method of operation. When you do your thing, it doesn't matter. I like to live my life dangerously and sexy. Don't judge or criticize, maybe it's better. I don't know the way you like your men. I like a guy who lends a hand. Don't mind the sugar daddy if he's handy. I'm into first expensive cars. It does matter who you are, no matter just from American Express card. I'm just trying to say is that I'm just that type of girl. Just that type of girl. Man, really think I'm divine. I'm just that type of girl. Oh, just that type of girl. Do you wanna see me dance?
Hey.
From some girls said I was promiscuous. That's why no man takes me home to meet their mother. But the real story is my green eyes are fit to kill. And I'll take their man, they'll have to get another. I'm just trying to say is just that type of girl. Just that type of girl. Man, really think I'm divine. Just that type of girl. Oh, just that type of girl. Do you wanna see me dance? Hey.
Madam X, y'all.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey, that sound crazy as hell in 2020.
I
That's
mean, you know
nutty,
what?
bro.
I'm telling you. You know what? I've been seriously thinking about flipping it. I've been seriously thinking about flipping it. I've been seriously thinking about trying to do something and bring that back, man. You know, because it's a weird little funky groove. You know, it's a weird little funky thing. You know, so I'm really, you know, it's been on my mind to bring just that type of girl you know, try to do a 2020, you know, facelift on that thing. But yeah, man, check it out, Trap. We are now in 1987, man. That was like a really, really amazing year for me, man. Y'all, excuse me one second. Hey, y'all, give me a second. I got to do something here. Let me step away. I got to, hold up, y'all. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. It's kind of hot in here.
You need some libations.
Man, look here.
And we ain't had no money for hair and makeup and snacks and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You were supposed to have all that, you know, next to your bass and your keyboard.
All right, I'm back.
You're supposed to have your Gatorade on you at all times, man.
Man, you know what? Let me ask you something. Are y'all hip to this thing right here, though? This Izzy, man. Come on. That thing is so nice.
Okay, what's that there?
This is Izzy Sparkling Clementine. And I set this thing on ice, man. So it's got a nice little frost on it. Oh, yeah.
Now you're making everybody thirsty.
Oh, my God. You know, because it's kind of warm in here. But as I was saying, y'all, we are now at 1987, right? 1987, man, was one of the greatest years of my entire life. Okay, not only did I get my first song that really, we didn't go to number one on the Billboard R&B with Just That Type of Girl, but we did make it to number 2. It topped out at number 2 on the Billboard R&B charts. So, you know, that's good. That's a great accomplishment to get to number 2. But, you know, of course, you want to go number 1. But, hey, man, number 2. I'll take it.
Number 2. Hey,
so that happened in 1987.
Be the blunt.
That happened in 1987.
1987.
Also,
okay. So you got a song that's topping the charts in 87.
Okay, that was also the birth of my first daughter, my first child, Miss Taylor Hope Mims.
Taylor.
So
what up, Cuzzo?
I'm a brand new father in 1987. And then,
okay,
if that ain't enough, I was and you know, my boy Ollie Brown got me involved in this. I ended up working with Michael Jackson that year. I got a call to work on the Michael Jackson Bad album. You know?
Wow.
So I'm like,
that's big.
And it was my boy Ollie Brown, the same one that was on that discovered Tees. Ollie was working on the project, and it turns out they needed a programmer, a drum machine programmer. So Ollie was like, "Hey, I know just the person." So Ollie, Corney, get down to West Cadio, man. We're working on Michael Jackson. They need you, man. I got down there and man got it in. So I did the Michael Jackson Bad album in 1987 to add to all the other great things that were going on.
So you blowing up in 87.
87, man. That was
brand new baby, chart topping song, and then Michael Jackson hit you, bro.
Come on now.
Michael Jackson, the Michael Jackson.
The one and only, man.
Man, what was that like?
Well, man, you know what? Again, like I say, I didn't play bass on it. You know, I did no bass, which was kind of weird. But I did some real dope drum programming. You know, so I mean that you know,
okay.
You got to make your money. You got to make your money however it presents itself. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So, man, you know, I did a couple of songs on the Bad album as a drum machine programmer. You know, and it came out real dope. I think Mike was quite satisfied. You know, so I'm gonna play one of the songs that I did. All right.
So, okay, give us a little bit of that.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of this, y'all. This is Speed Demons, Michael Jackson, drum programming by Mr. Corney Mims. Check me out.
Off the Bad album.
For the border, it's on my mind, and nothing really matters. I got to be on time, look in the view mirror, getting near. I feel some heat is on my back. Speed, speed, on the freeway, gotta get living. Speed, going it on the highway, gotta have it my way. Speed, mine is like a compass, I'm stopping and nothing. Speed, pull over for it and get your ticket right. And nothing gonna stop me. Ain't no stop, go. I'm speeding on the middle way. I gotta really burn this road. Speed, speeding on the freeway, gotta get living. Speed, going it on the highway, gotta have it my way. Speed, mine is like a compass, I'm stopping and nothing. Speed, just pull over for it and get your ticket right. Even you're the very same one who said the future's in your hand, the life you say could be your own. You preaching about my life, but you're the law. Gonna let me stand. I'm a life of minister tomorrow. Speeding on the freeway, gotta get living. Speed, fire in my pocket, I just lit a riot. Speed, just pull over for it and get your ticket right. Pull over for it and get your ticket.
Yo,
Yeah,
Breeze,
yeah,
Corny.
yes.
So you did that single. Did you work on any other songs on the album?
Yeah, man. There was one other song that he did on the Bad album. It was a duet. It was a duet with him and Stevie Wonder. Really nice joint too, man. It was called Just Good Friends. Just Good
Okay.
Friends. A duet with Michael and Stevie Wonder. Really dope song too, man. You know, like I say, the songs
So-
I did were not the singles, but I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I really, really am proud of the songs, man. You know, they were great songs, great production, and like I say, just the whole scenario of being in studio with Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson and all these other superstar musicians and superstar everybody in the studio was a superstar in my mind, you know. So here I am in there. I'm 26 years old. You know, I'm green. I'm kind of green. You know, I'm not on the level that those other cats are, you know, as far as my name. But now I couldn't let them see me sweat. You know,
Right.
there's no way I could let them see me sweat. You know, I had to,
Right.
you know, I had
I mean,
to.
you're doing big things at this time. It's 87. You had your first child. You
Yeah.
got a song that's topping the charts on Billboard, and
Yeah.
then kind of take us into the room with you and the whole meeting where you were brought onto the team as you know, a beat maker and a writer for Michael's team.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, right. I also ended up through the song Just That Type of Girl, Michael Jackson heard it. Michael Jackson actually heard that joint, and he kind of did some investigation, and he found out that my publishing, like I had no publishing affiliation. I was not affiliated
Okay.
with any publishing companies. So, and he liked the song, and what he then decided to do was he kind of tracked me down. Michael Jackson actually kind of tracked me down, and what he did was I happened to be in Orlando, Florida, with Ray Parker Jr. I was actually doing Disney World, playing with Ray.
Okay.
And and Taylor's mom, Holly, happened to call me at the hotel, and she says, and it's almost like she's crying. She's like, Cornelius, Michael Jackson just called, and you know, because she tripping because she just got off the phone with Michael Jackson. She can't believe it. You know,
Wow.
so, like I gave him your phone number. You know, and so I ended up getting a call at my hotel in Florida, and it was Michael. And he told me, man, you know, listen, I really like your work. You've got a song out there that I love. And I'd like to meet with you. You know, I'd like to meet with you. So I told him I was in Florida at the time. And when I got back to LA, he had me to call the guy that was running his company, set up a meeting. We did a meeting at the house in Encino. And we chopped it up, man. I mean, I sat there and I chopped it up with Michael, and it was just a normal. He was just a normal guy and just as cool a guy as you, Trap. You know, just like me and you chopping it up. I was amazed. You know,
man, that's cool as hell.
Because I was,
Yo,
you know, I was nervous about the meeting. You know, I was like, man, you got to be kidding! I'm on my way to Michael Jackson's house to meet with him.
Yeah, I know the drive up there had to be crazy. Like just playing that in your mind.
Yeah,
I'm on my way to Michael Jackson house.
Yeah. So, man,
that's crazy.
So we ended up talking, and you know, Michael offered me a deal that was far greater than any other publishing company I'd met with. So, man, I went with Michael. You know, I rolled with him. You know, I signed to him. I was the second writer signed to the ATV Music Group, and I wrote for Michael for 4 years. You know, and it was awesome.
Right. Wow. So,
a lot of great perks.
So making your way. Making your way through that era, you write for him for 4 years, but coming through the 80s, we now on the back end of the 80s.
Yeah.
In between 87 and 89, were there any other artists that you had an opportunity to work with?
Oh man, you know, like I say, things were really rolling at that time between 87 and 89. And okay, like I say, I just signed my deal with Michael Jackson. And almost simultaneously, I ended up getting called to do a tour with. Have you ever heard of Kenny Loggins? You know who Kenny Loggins is?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is it. You know that brother,
right?
You know,
right. Yeah.
Best in my life.
Heart to heart,
all that, man. And at that time, man,
yeah,
Kenny was so huge, man. He'd just come off of Top Gun. He had that Highway to the Danger Zone, you know, from the Top Gun soundtrack. You know,
yeah, Highway to the Danger Zone. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so I mean, that's when I picked up with Kenny Loggins. It was right there when he came off of that. And man, I'm talking about, man, I toured for 3 years with Kenny Loggins. As a matter of fact, man, I want to show you something, Trap. Let me show you some. I actually did a video with Kenny, and what I got to do is I got to do a disclaimer on it. The video was shot at about 10 o'clock at night, if it wasn't midnight, in the middle of Griffith Park here in LA, and so it's pitch black outside. I've got on all black. So you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, your black ass is on the black video. We can't see you.
It's so black, and I'm black, and man, I'm telling you. So what you got to do when you watch this video is just look for the white base. There's a white base, and it'll look like it's just floating. You know, you'll see the white floating base. You know, but now this is Kenny Loggins. And this was the theme from, you know, he had done Caddyshack. That was another big movie in the 80s. You know,
throw it up there, man. Look, let me see what you're working with, bro. Let me see this. Let us see this music video.
Okay, check it out. Check it out. Here it comes. Oh, no. Oops, sorry. This is what I was talking about, man. Them technicals. This is a whole lot of things to do, but here it comes. Kenny Loggins, y'all. Keep your eye on the fruit. Okay, hang on. Where'd my music go? Okay, hang on, y'all. Here it comes.
I know you ain't. I'm no match for you, baby. You like laying it rough on the don't you? My. Back to the shack. Oh, yeah. Nothing suits me better than that. It's time to start me anything. Got to learn to be the ball. And I can't keep from laughing at it all. Like a shot to the heart, I got news for you. I may not look so smart, but I'm nobody's fool. That's enough for me, baby. Taking it slow. It's too much for me to analyze. Still alright. Heading into the rhythm of the sunlight. Winter wild and Saturday. Go with me tonight. Sad love for you cowboys. Alright. You can turn up the heat, but I'm playing it cool. No, it's hard to believe I ain't nobody's fool. Going all the way. Gotta love somebody. You might think that I'm not going to school on you. Baby, like it or not, I ain't nobody's fool.
Oh shit.
My illumination becoming some surprise. You make time to deny it. You're amazed when the cloud slaps you in the face, leaves you dumbfounded there in his way. Shock to the heart, I've got news for you. Baby, I'm not so smart, but I know it's
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
it took me some time, but I spotted that flying white guitar. You was lucky they gave your ass a bright guitar
I'm
because
telling
it was real difficult to see you. I saw the curl too.
Oh yes, did you see the girl?
I seen the curl. The
Yeah.
curl was dripping.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Now I've
Now
got.
you styling now.
Oh
You
yeah.
was doing your thing with your hair, you know what I'm saying? But they could have put a little more light on you.
Oh man, it was nighttime. It was nothing they could do. Nothing they could do
Man.
about it, man. Not a thing they
So-
could do about it, man. It was just too dark.
So
and-
how long you work with Mr. Cooper there?
Oh wait, I'm gonna get to Mr. Cooper in a second. Let me just kind of get all this stuff out of the way. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that Kenny Loggins thing, man, it went on from honestly 1980. I worked with Kenny from 80 to 87 to 89. Loggins. Yeah, we toured for 2 years. We toured for 2 years with Loggins, man, and it was just, it was amazing, man. One alliance that I made through the Kenny Loggins tour that really went on to affect my career later on down the line, maybe 20 years later, was we did quite a few shows with a band called Journey. You know Journey, right?
Yeah.
And see,
Absolutely. It's a legendary group.
Oh, the legendary rock band. So
right.
Kenny Loggins and Journey met up quite a few times. And when I was out with Loggins, playing bass with Journey was my man Randy Jackson. You know?
Randy from American Idol, Randy Jackson?
First American Idol, Randy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So me and Randy met, you know, we were the only two brothers out on this majorly rock and roll, you know, predominant. I mean, actually, me and Randy was the only two black people in either the entourage. So, you know, we naturally bonded. You know, we naturally came together. You know, and it was really, you know, we really had to have each other's back out there. You know, because he had a curl, I had a curl. You know, and you know, in times where Activator got low, you know, it wasn't gonna be nobody else he could come to but me, and vice versa, you know. So we had each other's back on the Activator, you know, because I mean,
right.
we was in some real rural shit, you know. I mean, I'm talking about Great Falls, Montana, you know.
ain't no world of curl to be found.
It ain't gonna be no world of curls, no good Fred, none of that, man. So, you know, me and Randy had to look out for each other, you know.
One of y'all had to have a jug of the Jerry curl juice.
You know, so we had each other's back, man. And then Randy went on to become the Randy Jackson that everybody knows now. You know, he went on and blew up, and he became quite the accomplished producer. And as we move on through the journey, me and Randy's paths will cross again on some great projects that came up later down the line, you know. But now, all the while that I'm doing Kenny Loggins now, and keep in mind, I am a staff songwriter for the Michael Jackson ATV music group, right? So I'm a songwriting machine.
Right.
When I'm not on the road with Kenny, I'm at home writing and trying to put music together and trying to get these songs placed, because that's what it was about. It was about writing and getting these songs recorded on different artists. So I landed quite a few songs in that towards that back end of the 80s, you know. And let's fast forward to 1989. I'm going to play a song. Now, this is the first song that I placed that I wrote everything. I wrote the lyrics. I wrote the music. I produced it. It was, you know, my song 100%, you know.
Okay.
And it was done on a brother that I kind of grew up on, man. It was really a pleasure to meet this brother and to work with him, because he was a part of a band that, man, as I was coming up and coming through high school, I mean, I completely idolized. He was with the band Confunction. This is the lead singer from the band Confunction. His name is Michael Cooper, and he actually recorded my song. Okay. So check this out. This is Michael Cooper, and the song is called The Best. Check it out. Corney Mims, you know, 100%. Oh, hang on. Here it comes. I got to remember to bring this volume back. Here it comes.
Now I'm the kind of guy that takes a lot of pride in everything that I do. Baby, this is why I know I'm qualified to be the man for you. Don't wanna sound conceited, but the love I've got you need it, whether you know it or not. So take my advice, baby, don't think twice. I guarantee it's high. I don't want to let you go away from me, 'cause girl, you're just too fine. You're going bottom line is
You'll never do better than me, baby.
because I'm the best. I'm the best man for the job,
You'll
girl.
never do better than me, baby.
Because I'm the best. Come on, put me to the test.
You'll never do better than me, baby.
Oh, girl, I'm the best. I'm the best. Now you're the kind of girl that's missing from my world, and only you can fix that. Oh, baby, here's our chance to take advantage of romance. Now that you know where I'm at, don't be intimidated by my personality. I tend to be aggressive, but that's if it comes to knowing what I like. Do you get the message, girl? I want everyone to respectfully. I'm too good a man for that, and I promise that you'll be safe with me. The bottom line is
You'll never do better than me, baby.
oh baby, because I'm the best. I'm the best man for the job, girl. You never do better than me, baby. Because I'm the best. Come on, put me to the test, girl.
You'll never do better than me,
Oh,
baby.
baby. Because I'm the best. I'm the best. The best man for you.
You'll never do better than me, baby.
Baby, because I'm the best. If you don't believe it, then put me to the test.
All right. Yeah, that's Confunction's Michael Cooper. You know?
Yo.
Yeah.
Is it anybody that you haven't worked with? I mean, shit, we just going through the 80s. You know what I'm saying? I know we'd have been on here for a while, but bro, you ain't stopped dropping name after name, producer
Man,
after
you know,
producer.
I'm trying to tell you, man, this journey has been so amazing, man. You know, there were some people that, like I say, you know, I didn't mention earlier that I worked with and ended up not working with. You know, I mean, I was on Marvin Gaye's 1984 Sexual Healing Tour. I was on Patrice Rushen in 82. You know, we had some issues, man. You know, some issues came up, you know, because I was still in Tees at the time, you know, and you know, it was 84, you know, 82 it was Patrice Rushen, 83 it was Jeff Lorber, 84 it was Marvin Gaye, and you know, we were just going through some weird stuff. So, needless to say, I was on those gigs, and I ended up quitting those gigs, you know, because I was, you know, so down with my boys, and you know, we would kind of, you know, it was causing friction, you know, it was crazy. But so you know, it was, you know, the 80s was just a real crazy, cool, but crazy. It had some crazy on it too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But you know, it was life, man. It was life as, you know, just going through it. You know, we were still young, we were in our 20s, you know, so we were still navigating and figuring things out. You know, you feel me?
Right.
So, you know, and like I say, 1986 is my departure with Tees. And it was rocky. It wasn't like cool. It wasn't like, you know, we left with some animosities. You know, I left and there were animosities, you know, believe it or not, between me and Kipper and me and the other guys in the band. So they went their way, I went my way, you know, and they did their thing, I did mine. You know, life continued. But then in 1989, something really wonderful happened. Wonderful happened in 1989.
Okay.
What ended up happening in 89 was our boy Chucky Booker, who was our keyboard player, who ended up coming in and taking Rex's place after Rex left the band. Chucky ended up getting a record deal on Atlantic Records. And
Chucky was a bad dude, man.
oh, he's one of the most talented people I've ever known in my life. I mean, just a phenomenon of a talent, man. Just way, beyond belief talent. So Chucky ended up getting a deal on Atlantic Records, and his first single came out. It blew up. It was called "Turned Away." So
I remember that. I remember "Turned Away."
Oh, just living, turned away. Yeah, that was. So Chucky Sting came out, and what Chucky did, man, and I was so, because hey, man, I was missing my boys. I was missing my T's boys, And anyway, so when Chucky came out with his own album, and it was time for him to go and perform, he did the natural thing. He called us, T's basically. He ended up calling me. It was like, so it was back to Chucky, Corney, Derek, Thomas, Rex, T's. So
you back with your boys again.
I'm back with my boys again, man. And because it was like, it was, I mean, I was doing my thing. I was working with George Howard, touring with George Howard in the time, after I left T's, and but I was missing those guys, so it was.
So you guys get back together and you're working on Chucky's album.
Working on Chucky's project, it was so awesome just to be, and like I say, we were able to bury the hatchet easily. It wasn't nothing, man. I guess they missed me too. I missed them. We're brothers. So we ended up coming back together on Chucky's project as his band.
Right.
As his band. So after Turned Away, there was a follow-up single, and I'm gonna play that video for you right now. On Chucky's project. This would be the follow-up single, his second single. Check this out, y'all. Hey! There go Rex.
Yo,
Yeah, man.
was that you in the video with standing over the video doing the two step?
Doing a two-step, man. Getting my two-step on, man.
Man,
That,
y'all was doing some major cardio in that damn
oh,
video.
man, that's what it was, man. And you know, when you shoot a video, you got to do 8,000 takes. You
Right.
know, you got to do.
Y'all in there sweating Jerry curl juice all over the
Oh,
dance floor.
trust me, man. Shoot, you know what you saw. That probably took 16 hours of shooting
Right.
for 3 minutes.
For 3 minutes a video.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get it again from another angle. Let's get this angle. Okay, let's get it. You know, the guys got to lay down and get all the different the angles. So man,
Right.
I used to hate shooting music videos because man, you'd be on like that Kenny Loggins video. Man, please, we was out there, man. You know, we may have got there at 6 o'clock in the evening, and we didn't leave till 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, because they were going for a night shot, and once the sun started coming up, it's like, okay, it's a wrap. I was like, man, I know it's a wrap, man. You done shot this thing 6,000 times, and I ain't, it's so dark out here. I ain't gonna get no camera.
Right. You ain't getting no screen time, right?
Oh yeah, man. I'm out here just blending into the scenery. But yeah, man, like I say, I was so appreciative of Chucky's project because what Chucky's project did do was kind of bridge the gap between me and my Tees brothers, and it put me back in an association with them cats because I was missing them, man. I really was. And then what Chucky's project did do, as like I say, that was 1989. It set things up for the crossover into the 90s for me, So basically, where I think we are now, Trap, this wraps up the 80s.
Okay.
Let me ask you your thoughts, man. What you think about this 80s journey so far?
Man, it was so much. I know we've been on for quite a while, but it's just so much.
So much.
Your journey's so rich. It's so much to talk about, so much to bring in. I think with this being our first production, we did pretty good. We had some technical difficulties, and
we're gonna work
there
it
was
out,
some things that we could, but we'll get it together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All in all, though, all the things that you shared, the stories that you enlightened us with, the things that you told us about that helped us understand you a little bit more about, how you became a professional from just being a little bitty kid and your mom putting you in places to succeed and teaching you how to learn to play the piano and you picking up other things along the way. It gave us a little more insight into, you being the person that we've all grown to know and love. So thank you for giving us 2 hours of your time. You know what I mean?
Oh man, you know it, man. And Trappuccino, I want to tell you thank you, man. For just being my cousin, man, being my little brother, being my friend, being my barber, being, so many things to me, man.
I'm your man, 100 grand, baby.
You
to the end.
I know
you count
man.
on me.
I know it, man.
That's
so
for sure.
With that being said, y'all, this is Corney Mims. This has been the Corney Mims journey, part 1, the 80s. And I just want to tell you all, I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, chiming in today. Any donations that may have come in, I want to tell you right off the top, I love you and I appreciate you for it. This is our first production, and I'm going to work out these technical glitches and try to bring you a greater and more technically sound part 2, the 90s, airing next Sunday night, same bat time, same bat channel. So check it out. I'm Corney Mims. That's your boy Trappuccino.
I'm Trappuccino.
And this is the Corney Mims journey.
Y'all stay safe out there, man. Stay safe, stay blessed.
Love you. Thank you so much. And we will see you next week. All right. God bless.
That's
God
right.
bless. God bless. God bless. Corney Mims out.
Progress.